Have you ever found yourself wondering if the guy you're talking to is genuinely interested, or if he's just messing around? Maybe you're confused about his intentions because he sends mixed signals, and you're left questioning if he's serious or playing games. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. In this video, I'm going to break down the key signs that show whether a guy is serious about you or just keeping you around for fun. So, if you've been feeling unsure or confused, stick around as we uncover the red flags and signs that can help you figure it out. Communication consistency. Is he regular or random? One of the first and most telling signs of whether a guy is serious or playing games is his communication style. Let's start with consistency. When a guy is serious about you, he'll communicate consistently. He'll check in regularly, ask about your day, and keep the conversation flowing. You won't feel like you have to chase him just to get a response. Think about this. When someone is truly interested, they make time for you. They'll want to know how you're doing, what you're thinking, and how your day went. But when a guy is playing games, his communication will be all over the place. One day, he might send you a bunch of texts and seem super into you, but then he'll disappear for days with no explanation. Or worse, he'll just give short, uninterested replies like cool or yeah, without putting in any effort. It's frustrating, and it's meant to keep you on edge, wondering where you stand. If his communication is inconsistent, that's a huge red flag. Future plans. Is he including you or dodging the topic? Another strong indicator of whether a guy is serious about you is how he talks about the future. A guy who is genuinely interested in building something real will include you in his future plans. He'll talk about things like going on trips together, attending events, or even something as simple as what you're doing next weekend. The key here is that he sees you in his life beyond just the present moment. On the other hand, if he's playing games, he'll avoid making any future plans. He might say things like, "I don't like to plan too far ahead," or "let's just enjoy the moment." Sure, living in the moment can sound great, but if he's never making plans that involve you long-term, he's not thinking seriously about a future with you. It's a subtle way of keeping things casual without having to tell you directly that he's not interested in commitment. Pay close attention to how he reacts when you bring up something in the future. Does he seem excited or does he brush it off and change the subject? A guy who's serious will want to share experiences with you in the future, not just keep things casual and undefined. How he acts around his friends. Is he proud to hang you around? When a guy is serious about you, he's going to want you to be part of his world, and that includes introducing you to his friends. This is a major step because friends are usually a big part of his life. If he's proud of you and sees you as someone important, he'll be excited to have you meet his close circle. His friends will know about you because he talks about you, and he'll want to show you off. Now, if he's playing games, it's a completely different story. He'll either avoid introducing you to his friends altogether, or he'll make excuses. Maybe he'll say, "Oh, I like to keep my private life separate," or "I just don't bring girls around my friends." But if he's truly serious, he wouldn't be afraid to let you meet the people he spends his time with. Another thing to watch for is how he acts when you're around his friends. Does he act distant or awkward, or does he proudly hold your hand and include you in the conversation? If he's making you feel like a secret or acting differently when his friends are around, that's a major red flag. Actions speak louder than words. Watch what he does. This is a big one. Actions always speak louder than words. A guy who is serious about you will follow through on what he says. If he tells you he'll call you, he will. If he says he's going to plan something for the weekend, you'll be making those plans together. His words and actions will match, and you'll feel confident in what he says because he consistently shows up for you. But a guy who's playing games, he'll talk a good game, but his actions will tell a different story. Maybe he promises you something, like a fun date or an important conversation, but when the time comes, he cancels last minute or ghosts you altogether. It leaves you confused and questioning his intentions. The truth is, when someone's actions don't match their words, they're not serious about you. Remember, words are easy. Anyone can say the right things to keep you around. But if his actions are consistently falling short, it's a clear sign he's not truly committed. Emotional availability. Is he letting you in? Another big clue about whether a guy is serious is his emotional availability. A serious guy is open about his feelings. He's not afraid to share his thoughts, talk about deeper subjects, or even discuss his past and future. You'll feel like you're getting to know the real him, not just the surface level. But a guy who's playing games will avoid any emotional depth. He might change the subject when you try to have a serious conversation or make a joke when things get too personal. He keeps things light and fun, but never lets you in emotionally. Why? Because he's not serious about building a deeper connection. If you notice that every time you try to talk about your relationship or share your feelings, he avoids the topic or gets distant, it's a strong sign he's not ready for something serious. Time and effort. Does he prioritize you? One of the most telling signs of how serious someone is about you is how much time and effort they invest in the relationship. When a guy is serious, he'll make time for you, no matter how busy he is. He'll prioritize you because you matter to him. But if he's always making excuses, "I've got too much work, I'm really busy this week," or "I'll try to make time for you later," then chances are he's not as serious as he seems. When someone is genuinely invested, they'll move things around to spend time with you. If you're constantly left waiting or feeling like an afterthought, it's time to reevaluate. A serious guy will show effort in little ways too. Whether it's planning thoughtful dates, remembering important details about your life, or just making time to check in with you, these are all signs that he's genuinely interested. Don't settle for someone who makes you feel like you're always waiting around. Jealousy versus confidence. How he handles other guys. A guy who is serious about you will be confident in the relationship. He trusts you, and while he might feel a bit protective if another guy is showing too much attention, he won't get overly jealous or insecure. His confidence comes from knowing where he stands with you and trusting the connection you have. On the other hand, a guy who's playing games might either get overly jealous and possessive, or he might not care at all. If he's getting too jealous, it often points to insecurity or lack of trust, which can be a red flag. On the flip side, if he doesn't seem to care at all when other guys are around, it might be because he's not emotionally invested. Pay attention to how he reacts when you're around other people. Does he seem secure and comfortable, or does he get possessive and controlling? Both extremes can indicate that something's off. Exclusivity. Is he ready for a relationship or keeping his options open? If a guy is serious, he'll want to be exclusive with you. He won't be interested in seeing other people or keeping his options open. He'll make it clear that he's focused on you and only you. This sense of exclusivity is a major sign that he's taking the relationship seriously. But if he's dodging the topic or saying things like, "I'm not ready for a relationship," or "let's not put labels on it," he's probably keeping his options open. A guy who's playing games will avoid commitment because he doesn't want to tie himself down. He enjoys the fun, but he's not looking for something serious. Remember, if someone is truly serious about you, they won't hesitate to commit. If he's dodging the conversation or refusing to give you a straight answer, it's a sign that he's not ready for something real. The most important thing you can do is trust your instincts. If something feels off, trust that feeling. A guy who is playing games will leave you feeling confused, unsure, and constantly questioning where you stand. But a guy who is serious, he'll make you feel secure, valued, and respected. You won't have to wonder if he's into you because he'll show you with his actions, his consistency, and his emotional availability. If he's playing games, it's better to walk away now than to invest more time in someone who isn't ready to be serious. You deserve someone who's all in, and you'll know it when you find him. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more relationship advice.